YouTube, welcome to episode 1 of MaidmentMadness. Today we'll be introducing the bike for the channel, and without further ado, cue the montage. Guessed it, guys. So this is the infamous Yamaha MT-07. This is the 2015 model. Completely standard, as you can see. Finished in both white and carbon on the side. Now, it being a 2015 model, you'd expect the condition to be fairly good, right? And it is. It doesn't disappoint. I mean, there are a few scratches and marks here and there, but nothing major, and let's be honest, it typically happens for all bikers along the way. So being completely transparent about how much I paid for this Yamaha MT-07, it was £2,300 from Finn's Motorcycles down in Surrey. Really good dealership, and they were able to sort me out with a good price, to be honest, and it's a low price for a 6-year-old MT-07. However, the reason being, and why it all came to this specific video, let's just see what the mileage is. Look at that, guys. 70,078 miles on the clock. Now, I didn't quite believe it when I found it, but I wanted the best of both worlds. I wanted a fairly new bike, one I didn't have to pay too much for. This is the first bike for me, and one I want to introduce to you guys on this journey to see how we can transform a pretty much near standard MT-07. Now, I say almost standard because there are a few things that are already on there. So first you've got the RNG crash bonds there, and then also you've got this Scott oiler system just there. And what that does, you can see there's kind of an oil pipe that runs all the way down to the chain, and slowly drips oil as you ride to keep it lubricated and clean. As I understand, there are two types of Scott oiler systems. One works when the engine's on and it's kind of more mechanical, or you can opt for a digital type Scott oiler system, which you can program. You can control the frequency of drippage onto the chain, and there you go. Now, in terms of modifications for the Yamaha MT-07, I reckon to kick things off, debating whether to go for a tail tidy. At this stage, it's not mandatory. I don't mind the standard look, though it would make it a lot more aggressive if I go for the tail tidy. That being said, modifications I do definitely want to do include the mirrors, maybe a sporty look, change them up. They haven't been replaced since day one. The clutch and brake lever, probably opt for some shorter levers, aluminium. I mean, there are a whole host of options for levers for these bikes. Definitely the touring screen is something I want to put on this bike. I took this on the motorway earlier today, and the wind blast was outrageous. It kind of doesn't spoil the ride, but it was getting to that point. So touring screen is definitely going on. I'll also go for some handguards. Again, personal preference. I just think that added protection for your hands just keeps you riding happier. Also on the list, I think I'll upgrade the bulbs here. So both the main and dipped beam and sideline. So we'll probably go for LEDs, or for the main, definitely a HID type setup. Just one more thing worth calling out. when I checked the MOT history and that kind of thing, there were a few advisories to say the least. I'll show you on the right side of the screen now just how many we're talking about. So there's a few issues with the front shocks there, but everything's been mitigated. So shocks are fine, and the dealership actually replaced the front and rear tyre, front discs, rear discs, front pads, and rear pads. And as you can tell, the chain is looking fairly new as well, because yes, they replaced that as well. So this bike is ready to go see some good times, and let's just get stuck into the modifications. Other modifications I'm thinking, so on the rear, probably a top box of some sort. I don't want to be lugging around a backpack, especially for long journeys. It just doesn't sit well. And coupling that, definitely one of the first modifications I want to do is sort out some kind of phone holder and power setup just for the front. Two options, I think. You've got RAM or quad lock. We'll make a decision later on. Now, for those interested in what a standard MT-07 sounds like, we'll give it a little blip. It's good, very nice. So there you have it, guys. Short and quick video. This Yamaha MT-07 2015 is going to be a lot of fun to ride, and I'll take you through the journey. I'll show you how to modify the bike and make it your own, really, which is what this channel is about, just making things your own and having fun with it. I'm not a mechanic, and I don't pretend to be, though YouTube these days gives you a few hints and tips along the way. So, hope you enjoyed the first episode. In our next episode, we'll probably be doing the quad lock or RAM setup for sat-nav purposes, really. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more. Peace.